Today I'm joined with some friends. It's Eve, Jess, Priscilla, and Shaughna, everybody! This is a full house. Great to see you all again.
And you?
Welcome to Capital XTRA. How does it feel being back? Have you all been here? Shaughna, you've not been.
I have not been, and I have been a Capital Extra listener for about 10. I was Capital Extra listener before it was Capital Extra. Okay.
This is what we love to hear. This is what we love to hear. Obviously, you two came to the reunion last year. Priscilla, you've been in before as well.
Yeah.
I've never been. Wait, have I?
You came to the reunion.
The reunion downstairs.
Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly. But look, it is a new season of Love Island. How are you feeling? What are your general thoughts before we delve into it all?
Ooh.
It is very wild. It's wild to think that that was us.
Yeah.
Exactly. And what was it like this time a year and a half ago? That was you?
Year and a half,
Like,
yeah.
when you watch it back, do you miss it? Like, how do you feel when you're watching this show now?
I miss my
nervous.
bed. I saw the beds and I was like, oh, I'd love to be.
Were the
in
beds
bed.
that nice?
I just enjoyed the sleep because do you know what? It's actually work. People don't realize. So after a long ass night of working, just sleeping in that bed was beautiful.
So when you say it's work, remember, we only see 1 hour on TV, right? What actually happens in the day? Like, what do you do in the day? Like, can't you just sleep for like 2 hours or something?
Oh my
No.
God.
Is that not possible? You can't just nap.
Oh no.
No, it's
Leanne.
not a holiday.
Leanne used to have this trick where she'd go on the daybed and she'd put her sunglasses on and would be sleeping. And then as soon as the sunglasses would go on, they'd be like, Leanne. And she'd be like, oh.
Oh, so is that why she made that comment about Mike that time?
No, she had a bad wisdom tooth that time.
Fair enough. So, like, have you guys got any favourites this year or anything?
I think I'm going towards Liberty.
Yeah.
I feel like Liberty is just such a girl's girl. Like, I see girls everywhere. They're like, oh my God, I want to be her friend. Like, I feel like she just stands out as just so lovely.
Yeah.
And do you think she's like winning material? Because I kind of see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe not in the couple she's in at the moment, though. I feel like she's definitely more into Jake than he is.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
can see Casa Moore coming and them
Not even Casa Amor, just these new
the
bombshells.
next bombshell.
Anyone.
The next bombshell.
Yeah.
I swear he said something like, oh, if a blonde might come in, like my head might be turned. I'm like, she hasn't even came in yet. And he's like,
Yeah.
But it's so relentless in there, isn't it? Like, I guess we're at a stage now where we can clearly see they don't like each other at the moment. But is that not normal life? Like, you know, meeting someone after a week?
Yeah, but you don't live with them.
It's so amplified.
True.
Like
Yeah.
24 hours in there is like the equivalent to like maybe like, I don't know, a week? I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
first night, you're like in bed, like together, and it's like, hi.
And you know what? Yeah, that's
What do you mean?
so true.
What?
Literally, it's like a stranger, basically.
Yeah, because I know all of you were in your couples. I'm going to get even just confused. You lot know I love you. You lot know I love you. Jess, put your hand up.
You said Eve and Jess. I was like, do I correct him?
Oh. Jess, put your hand up, please. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, because remember the situation with like you were with Ched, but
Yeah.
you weren't in a relationship, but you were getting to know each other.
Oh, yeah.
So did you feel like because you were like with him all the time in the villa, you kind of felt like he was your boyfriend-ish, but not actually your real boyfriend? I guess when you came out in the real world, you're like, actually,
Yeah,
you know.
it's weird. Like, I wouldn't say I was seeing him. I wouldn't say he was like my boyfriend. I feel like the Love Island villa has like its own kind of like relationship of its own. Like,
Yeah.
when people ask me like on the street, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, your ex," and I'll think I
Yeah.
won't think it's Ched.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's just a weird kind of relationship. Like, I would say like you're just a couple. I think that's the best
Yeah.
way of describing
That's
it.
the way
Like,
to put
a
it.
couple. Like, you're just in there, you're together, and like outside you're associated, but it's like nothing I've really experienced before.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, do you two still talk? Are you friends?
Yeah, like, honestly, like, I think Ched is so nice. If anyone asks me about him, I'm like got nothing but nice things to say. But
Yeah, he's a
I
cool
think
guy.
looking back, it just wasn't very romantic. But still, like, if like something big happens, like it's his birthday or he does something like launches Shred with Ched, I'm like, oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Woo, shout out to Shred with Ched.
Yeah, of course. And Shaughna, oh my gosh, that Callum storyline, it was too much for my heart.
do you know
It
what?
was just too much. Just watching it, I was like, nah, I'm going to cry.
No, but it was so much more amplified out here
Really?
than it was in there. Yeah. Like, when I heard that there was like petitions to like for my mental health, I'm like, babe, it weren't that deep. Like, it really weren't.
Really?
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I was more irritated that I felt like I knew it was coming and I didn't stop it. because I didn't know it was coming. You girls know, like I used to say all the time, like this boy does not talk to me unless the producers tell him to. Like I know that ain't normal, especially when I was so close with Paige and Finn, and they were just so natural together. Like I'm not blind.
So you're saying the producers kind of orchestrated this relationship in a way?
No, they didn't orchestrate it, but they definitely kept it going. Like there was a time when I was doing Love Island After Sun in the beach hut, and literally 10 minutes before that I was crying to the producers like, just let me go, like I know he doesn't like me. And then I had to go and do After Sun and be like, oh, me and Callum are so happy.
So, but is that, wow, like, does everyone have to do that, or is that?
I think everyone has their own experiences. I don't know whether Callum was aware of any of that. But like, even when people ask me about Molly and Callum, like, they are so much better suited. Like, it's not a problem.
Yeah, that's fine. And Priscilla's just glowing.
Thanks.
She is indeed single now. And ladies, we need to find her a good man. What are you lot saying? Do you know what I mean? Like, how does it feel to just be free? Are you maneuvering at the moment, or are you just like, you know what? I'm going to keep myself to myself and focus on me.
I keep myself to myself, but if anything comes along, you know, I'm not going to say no but you know me though, I don't really do the whole pub. Well, I don't talk much. I don't do much. I don't show much. So anything could be happening.
Do you like it that way? Do you prefer it that way, where you just don't really tell the world what you're doing or like about your love life? Do you prefer to keep things private?
I do. Like, because that's even like with my ex before that, we were together for 2 years before anyone even knew we was in a relationship.
Wow.
It's not necessarily hiding, it's just keeping it a bit more private. That's where the peace is at.
So, and like, you guys might be able to help me with this as well and help Priscilla with this. Like, do you feel like being in one of those like Love Island couples is just a bit more pressure? Like, because you just have to, like, I guess, keep up with the appearances, don't you?
Completely. And do you know what? I actually think there were so many couples that are still together from our series that even if it weren't like banging, you'd almost feel like, oh, but do we want to be the first ones to break up? Like, that's such a pressure.
I don't know. I didn't really feel the pressure. I feel like because I've kind of was in like the entertainment and like been with guys in entertainment before. So there's always been that spotlight on kind of what I was doing. So I didn't feel pressure per se, but everybody has their own truths.
Cool. That's the most important thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most important thing. And look, obviously, we have to play the Capital XTRA recoupling game. Because, you know, Priscilla might find a man in there. So I've got a couple of names of Capital XTRA artists who we play regularly and talk about regularly. So you all let me know who you would couple up with.
Okay. That's fun.
Wow.
Tion Wayne, Anthony Joshua, or Ovi. Which one?
AJ. I'm calling it.
It's got to be AJ.
Yeah, I feel like that's
easy.
one.
Oh, but I feel like Ovi would treat you so much better.
Yeah.
Why would Ovi treat you better than AJ?
I ain't talking on that.
I'm at Ovi.
You're going for Ovi?
Yeah.
Cool.
Who's just slightly more low-key than Anthony Joshua.
What's wrong with Anthony Joshua being out there?
No, Ovi.
Cool. Last thing, who do you think could win this series?
Liberty in someone.
Yeah. That's a good shout.
Also, who do you think's the biggest game player?
Toby.
Really? You think he's playing Kaz?
Any Mao in there
Yeah.
right now.
And if not Toby, Brad.
I was
Yeah.
going to say Brad.
Yeah.
Especially for his yesterday's antics.
100%.
Yeah.
Rachel's cut his boxes up or something.
Right, last question. Who is the most likely person to cause drama in this series?
Faye?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faye, or maybe Chloe. I feel like she might do something again, like in Casa Amor. I don't know. I can see her being quite dramatic.
Yeah.
Do you know who I think actually who has a feisty side who we haven't really seen? I think Sharon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Provoked.
Yeah, if provoked, I feel like she can go.
Yeah, if a guy
she'll
does
go
her
off.
wrong, I feel like Sharon would definitely stand up for herself.
And Shaughna, your storyline of Callum, it made me so upset. I wanted to cry.
Don't cry, babe. It's fine.
I wanted to cry. Like, watching that, I was just like, you looked so heartbroken.
Do you know what? I was more upset the first day of Casa Amor when we realised the boys had left. and all of the girls ran into the bedroom, and all of the girls had been left something by their like significant other, and I was the only girl that hadn't been left anything, and I was absolutely traumatized. Because I felt so embarrassed. But it turns out he actually did leave me something, and the producers took it away. So.
Oh wow,
Rude.
But I know that there's a lot of conspiracy theories around Love Island, and apparently producers told you to cheat on Callum or something like that.
So not necessarily cheat. It was the the Soldier Girl challenge. Do you remember the army one?
Army camp.
Yeah. And one of them pulled me to the side and for like literally 15 minutes was trying to convince me to kiss Connor with a G.
Oh wow, okay.
I really should have done that. I don't know why I didn't, to be honest.
Why did you do it?
I mean, looking back, I really should have. Have you seen that boy? But I don't know why I didn't. What a twat. But yeah, no, I should have done it. It would have been funny. It would have like spiced things up a bit as well.
And did you feel like at that point, did you actually feel like Callum really liked you, or were you just going along with it? Like, how did you feel there? Because I know you did like an interview on After Sun. Like, how did it all feel? Did you actually feel like it was real at that point?
Do you know what? At that point, I actually thought he might, but he just doesn't quite know how to express it. And I think I was kind of toying with that idea almost the whole time that he was in there. I was thinking, God, because he did keep saying to me, oh, I've just not had a girlfriend before. Like, I don't know how to like react to a girl. And everyone else was telling me that as well. And I was thinking, but do you know when just something just ain't right? But I was thinking maybe. But then seeing how he was with Molly, like, I think that is proof that if you're feeling it, it just comes natural.
Yeah.
And it does with them.
Cool. Now, because all of you girls are the Love Island insiders, you've been there, you know how it works. I want you to help me forecast the future. What could happen, right? So I've got a few questions for you to answer. Now, who do you think's most likely to be led astray in the couples they are in right now? All of you.
I think definitely Brad.
Every single boy.
Yeah, the guy.
Every boy.
Brad, Jake,
Defo Jake.
Toby. Who else is in the couple?
Hugo
ain't got anyone though.
No. Oh, Priscilla, the shade today.
No.
Forecast is shady.
Forecast is getting shady, ladies and gentlemen.
Who else is there?
Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron. No, not quite. I think Aaron's quite happy with Sharon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I feel like maybe
Kinda.
Sharon will kind of like put him in his place. Like,
Yeah.
I think he might be scared of Sharon.
It's the way to be.
And what do we think of Toby and Kaz? Because, like, I'm getting confused because Toby came out and said to the boys, I like her. But then a part of me does think, is he just using her to stay in?
Hearing what Shaughna just said, that sounds like Toby.
I was just,
Hasn't had a girlfriend before, doesn't know how to show his feelings, all of this and that. But then when the right girl comes in, he'll be, full steam ahead.
Yeah, and you can just tell by Kaz's body language. She's feeling it. She's putting her cards on the table, and it's not really reciprocated, is it?
I want to know what you lot think about this, right? So from the first episode, obviously, when Kaz was picked last, and like, obviously, there's been a lot of like commentary about reality TV and diversity and everything. And I mean, me and Yewande had this conversation the other day. Maybe some of these shows need to put in more men who are genuinely into dark-skinned women.
Yeah. I think that's the key word, genuinely. Because when you're filling out your forms and everything like that for a show like Love Island, they ask you, what's your type? To get on the show, I feel like boys will just say anything.
Yeah.
But you can do your research. You can see who their exes are. You can go on their Instagram. You can see who their friends are to get a good understanding of whether they will.
Don't really grill you on what your type is. Like, I kind of went in saying that, oh, my type, I just get the vibe of a person. Like, I went in there and I don't have a type.
Yeah.
So they didn't really know what my type was. Like, I feel like there definitely needs to be more research on like what people's actual types are.
Yeah.
But I think that's the problem. Now people know they've got a better chance of getting in if they do say, this is my type.
Yeah.
And so
I went on Aaron's page though, and I knew he didn't like girls. No, I could see it from my mind. No, I was looking at his page, his interactions and all of this, and I said, yeah. When I saw Kaz step forward, I was like, sorry, sis, it's
Yeah. And do you know, when Brad
Unfortunately-
said that he saw Kaz walking in, and he was like, I was like, oh, and I was like thinking, no, you was not, no, you weren't.
Yeah.
Like, it's. I think maybe more so for us, it just comes across so obvious because we've been there.
See through everything. I can see through now. Like, if certain things I think maybe that's not quite right, I'm like, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. That needs to be changed, though. I feel like there needs to be development in that area. But the next forecast question is, who do you think is going to cause the most trouble or drama? Just like a fiery character, stealing everyone's man.
Faye is fiery.
Faye's fiery.
Yeah.
Faye's fiery.
I think someone's gonna cross Sharon and she's just gonna pop off.
Yes.
She's just gonna
Could it
grow
be
off.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna get it.
But we might find all the fire in Casa and more, to be honest, because
True.
a lot of the personalities right now, I don't see too much sass. I don't see too much grrr.
Oh, saying that though, I feel like Rachel, not that Rachel's a troublemaker, but I feel like when it does come out and Brad does move on,
I think she's
Rachel is going to
gonna
put it clean on him. Yeah.
She's been putting on everyone, actually, when she's been interviewing.
She
the
don't F
guys.
about.
It was actually an interview to be her bae. Literally.
Yeah, she came up with that checklist and she's like, if you're not making it, you're not making it.
Now, out of everyone, who do you think is the biggest game player?
I think Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I just feel like
Yeah.
you've not really seen him give anyone too much to chat, and then the moment where the boys are vulnerable, he is 100% on Rachel.
I feel like
And
he
you
even
think-
said at one point, he was like, oh yeah, I'll just find someone like the best that I can kind of do at the moment, like just to get along. Didn't he say that at one point? And then I feel like that's kind of what he's doing. And then when it gets to like Catherine or whatever, he's just going to go wild.
Because there's no
Yeah.
way, if you have found your type, you're saying, I want you to go out into the world to find somebody else. Not me. No, because if I want you, I'm keeping you. So
And he knows that he's the best looking boy. So he knows
Yeah.
that when girls come in, the chances are they're going to make a beeline for him. And he is not a closed shop at all.
Do we think he's kind of just like using her?
Yeah.
Sure not. What did you say? She's like,
Yeah.
kind of proud. She's like, yeah.
Like he could have said to Rachel when they was first talking, like I really want to get to know you. But for him to sit there and say, oh, when I saw you, I looked at the boys and was like, yeah, no, you weren't. You didn't say that. So
And
and
he was pulling out all the stops there. And
He
now
was.
he's, like, retreating.
Cool. Now, who could win this? Because every time I speak to Islanders, they tell me that usually the winners are in from the beginning. So probably they're now. So we could be watching the winner.
yeah.
Who could it be?
We think Liberty.
Yeah,
Liberty
I think it's going to be another Amber situation where she will sail through. There'll be a boy that comes in like 10 days to the end, and then they'll go on to win it.
Yeah. I think she's very likable as well. Everybody
Yeah.
just likes her. She's genuine. She's a girl's girl. All of that. Yeah.
Cool. We'll see if this all comes to fruition. Thank you so much for joining me on Capital Extra.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.